As we age, it's not uncommon to experience discomfort in our lower legs, especially in the mornings. Even if you've been diligent about eating well, incorporating foods that fight inflammation into your diet, and staying active, leg pain and stiffness can still persist. Now here's the intriguing part. The culprit behind your morning agony might not be what you're eating, but rather how you're combining your meals. Yes, you heard it right. The secret to unraveling this mystery lies in understanding which foods should never touch each other on your plate, especially when it comes to eggs. Eggs are an excellent source of protein, vitamins, and minerals like omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin D and B12, selenium and choline, all crucial for maintaining strong bones, supporting cognitive function, and boosting energy levels. However, recent studies have shed light on a surprising fact that eggs can become a trigger for inflammation when combined with certain foods. So, what are these foods that can turn your morning meal into a pain-inducing experience? Keep watching as we reveal the top 5 foods that should never be consumed with eggs to prevent inflammation and subsequent leg pain and stiffness. Make sure to watch until the end because we'll also share some practical solutions to modify your diet and ensure healthier choices. Now, if you're new here and you want to learn more about natural health and medical advice, please subscribe. We wish you good health and well-being. All right, let's dive in. Number 1, tomatoes. Who doesn't love a juicy tomato? Whether it's a burger or a BLT sandwich, tomatoes are a beloved addition to many meals. But did you know that eating tomatoes and eggs together may be contributing to your morning leg pain? Here's the science behind it. Tomatoes contain high levels of oxalates, compounds that can bind to calcium in the body and form hard deposits in your joints. When you consume them alongside eggs, particularly egg yolks, it can accelerate the formation of these deposits, leading to increased joint pain and inflammation. This is particularly concerning for individuals who already have a history of arthritis or other inflammatory conditions. So, what's the solution? Opt for other toppings for your burgers or sandwiches, such as lettuce, onions, or avocado instead of tomatoes, and consider having tomatoes as a separate side dish rather than mixing them directly with your eggs. By making these simple adjustments, you can still enjoy the taste of tomatoes while reducing their potential negative impact on your joints. Number 2, cheese. Cheese, the beloved dairy delight that graces our charcuterie boards, salads, and sandwiches. However, what if this culinary treasure is secretly causing inflammation and leg pain? Well, believe it or not, recent studies suggest that consuming cheese and eggs together could be a sneaky culprit behind your morning aches. Firstly, both cheese and eggs are rich in protein and fat. When they unite on your plate, they can form a formidable duo that slows down digestion, leading to feelings of lethargy and stiffness. Moreover, cheese, especially aged varieties, contains high levels of histamine, a compound known to trigger inflammation in some individuals. When paired with eggs, this inflammatory response could exacerbate existing joint pain or even spark new aches and pains. To avoid this dietary dilemma, try separating your cheese and egg consumption during the day. Enjoy your cheese in moderation as part of a balanced breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but keep your eggs as a standalone protein source. By keeping these two popular foods apart on your plate, you can still relish their individual flavors while minimizing potential inflammation. Number 3, bacon. Bacon, the sizzling strip of pork belly that graces our breakfast plates and tantalizes our taste buds. It's the epitome of indulgence. But did you know that this crispy delight might be secretly sabotaging your mobility? You see, bacon and eggs, a classic combination, but what if this beloved duo is secretly wreaking havoc on your joints? Well, it's not just the salt and saturated fat content of bacon that can wreak havoc on your body. Recent studies have revealed a surprising twist. Bacon contains a high concentration of arachidonic acid, a type of omega-6 fatty acid that can promote inflammation in the body. When you pair it with eggs, especially egg yolks, the inflammatory response can be amplified, leading to joint pain and stiffness. Additionally, the excessive salt in processed meats like bacon can lead to water retention and increased blood pressure, potentially aggravating pre-existing leg conditions. So, what's the solution? Consider swapping out bacon for healthier protein sources such as grilled chicken breast or smoked salmon. These alternatives provide essential nutrients without the inflammatory baggage, or better yet, embrace the vegetarian side of things with tofu, scramble, or chickpea salad. By making these simple substitutions, you can still enjoy a flavorful breakfast while keeping inflammation at bay and ensuring your joints stay happy and healthy. Number 4, salt and sugar. Are salt and sugar the dynamic duo of flavor enhancers that have graced our kitchens for centuries? But did you know that this notorious pair can be playing a sneaky game with your health? Consuming salt and sugar-rich foods alongside eggs can create a recipe for disaster, especially when it comes to inflammation and leg pain. First, let's talk about salt. It's a common habit to reach for that salt shaker whenever we sit down to a meal, including breakfast. However, excessive salt intake can lead to dehydration, which in turn can cause muscle cramps and worsen joint pain. Moreover, high salt consumption can elevate blood pressure, potentially aggravating pre-existing vascular issues that affect your legs. Now let's focus on sugar. Whether it's in the form of syrups, honey, or sweet breakfast spreads, many of us have a sweet tooth that craves a sugary kickstart to our day. Unfortunately, consuming sugar-laden foods with eggs can disrupt your body's delicate balance. Excess sugar can trigger inflammation, leading to joint pain and lethargy. It's a double whammy that can leave you feeling less than your best. So, what's the solution? It's time to break up with the duo. Try to limit your salt intake by seasoning your food with herbs and spices instead of reaching for the salt shaker, and cut back on added sugars by choosing whole grain bread over sugary cereals or pastries. By making these smart swaps, you can still enjoy a delicious breakfast while keeping inflammation and leg pain at bay. Number 5, white bread and pastries. Now let's talk about white bread and pastries, the fluffy, buttery delights that often grace our breakfast tables. But did you know that these seemingly innocent carbs can be secret agents of inflammation? You see, white bread and pastries are typically made from refined flour and loaded with sugar, creating a perfect storm for joint pain and stiffness. The refined carbohydrates in these foods can quickly turn into blood sugar, causing inflammation throughout the body. And this inflammatory response can exacerbate existing joint conditions, leaving you with aching legs and a less than stellar start to your day. Pastries, on the other hand, often contain saturated and trans fats that not only contribute to inflammation, but also disrupt your body's hormonal balance. These little bites of heaven can lead to insulin resistance, which can further complicate your leg pain and overall health. So what's the solution? It's time to seek out healthier alternatives. Opt for whole grain toast or opt for a slice of whole wheat bread instead of white bread. Choose natural sweeteners like honey or agave nectar over refined sugars. And when it comes to pastries, practice moderation. A slice of homemade Whole grain toast topped with avocado and a sprinkle of sea salt can be a delicious and nourishing substitute. By making these simple switches, you can still indulge in breakfast treats while minimizing inflammation and prioritizing your leg health. And there you have it, folks. If you found this information helpful, please show your support, share this video with others, and do not forget to hit the subscribe button for more insightful health tips. Your support means everything to us and inspires us to keep bringing you valuable content. Thank you for watching and take care.